Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Tariffs, live reaction from around the world, how people are now looking at America. Is this the end of the American economy? Is it an end of the friendships that have been forged over many, many years? Or is this a great day for America? We're showing the red, white, and blue. I'm from England. I'm a green card holder. I came to the United States. I love the United States. I'm fully invested. No one could be more bullish than me. I'm 100% in the S&P 500. Oh, we got a new member. Thank you very much.
Tommy Tinkler has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed. I'll give you all your perks and benefits later. I'm making this video during a live stream. And we've got a very busy day today, lots to talk about. So some of the things that you're going to get in this live stream. We're talking about the Hyundai $20 billion deal. What does that really mean? The US is back, or is it? We have a question mark over it now. 19.7 times was the earnings for the S&P. It's going down. But are these numbers going to stay there? Tariffs oversold. Well, we thought they were. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they were undersold. Friends lost. Alliances being set on fire. Literally. IPOs are back. Well, CEOs thought it was a good time to start doing their initial public offerings because inflation was coming down and interest rates were coming down. The economy was strong. Is that about to change? Is all this about bringing down the national debt with the interest rates? Well, we're going to cover all of that on this live stream today. A lot to cover. So it's going to be quite an emotional ride, I think, this morning. We've got the markets collapsing, and it could go down a long, long way from here now. Because, well, I'll just show you the fear factor. It's a bit better than yesterday, I have to be honest. It has improved slightly. If I just share with you the fear factor, we were in extreme fear. I don't think this is really taken note yet of the bell. We've got 9 minutes to go. You can see above my head the bell there. That's when the market opens. We're going to make this going through a live stream this morning. And if you're watching this live, just remember in about an hour and a half, I've got a very, very exclusive event happening for Robinhood, a live demo to 69 countries. Hopefully, Robinhood and Vlad Tenev will be watching the live stream. More information about that. Very exciting to share that with you. Right, let's talk about the tariffs. So last night we went live. I wasn't expecting to go live last night, but I did because we were surprised. Maybe not surprised so much, but we heard from Donald Trump saying that 25% tariffs on every single car that comes into the United States, including the parts, which also includes Tesla. Now, is it a noble thing that Donald Trump has tried to do? Is it a noble thing that he wants everything to be built in America? Well, yeah, it's a patriot. It's a very American thing. Wonderful. If you can build everything in America, build everything here, everyone's going to have a job. Remember, employment is already pretty good in the United States anyway, and not everybody would want to work at the factories, and most people, a lot of people wouldn't anyway because of the robotics anyway. But it's a good, noble thing. However, is it reality? Can you build everything and make everything in one country? Are you going to get the best people? Well, the answer is no. Sadly, we make things all over the world in different countries for different reasons. And it's taken many, many years to build relationships and forge paths for supply chains. It's not just a matter of putting a few parts together. You've got to refine the metals, the rubbers, the plastics, the oils, the chemicals out with the ground. They come from all over the world. And as we know, cars cross the border of Mexico 10 times in order to put the car together with all the different bits and pieces. And you might say, well, wouldn't it be great just to build it in one place? Well, yes, it would. But even Tesla, who have come as close to that as anyone, still have to bring in lots of their products and items for their cars from other countries. Donald Trump is going now, everyone's going to pay the price. Everyone's going to have to pay a penalty now if they don't build in America, except they're not. it's going to be us. People that live here in America, go out today and try and buy a car in America. Everything's just gone up by 25%. We've had numbers between $100 billion and $1 trillion in savings. Those are extremely wide numbers, but really, you can't measure it right now. No one can. I've got an analyst here saying to me that some people say Tesla is going to 10x. Oh, yeah, believe it or not. And some say Tesla is going to collapse. The answer is nobody knows. And that is the problem. Uncertainty is the problem. The markets could keep selling off. Now, you might say, and I understand if you do, you might say, if the markets sell off, that's great, I buy more. Yeah, but if you're already invested and you can't buy any more, and you're like me, you're up to your eyes, you're committed, you're doing it, you can't buy any more. What about the people who are retiring now? Their retirements are worth zip. They can't retire. They have to sell their shares to live on now at a loss, or maybe at a vastly reduced price, and it's going to keep going down. There's nothing to stop it. Now then, I want to talk about this, and this is really, really, really important. Friends lost. I'm from England, and I thought we had a special relationship. I don't want a relationship where United States is taken advantage of. I don't want a relationship where England is bullied or England bully United States. Well, that's never going to happen, obviously. But we want a respectful, we want a friendship, we want an agreement with each other, common interests. That's nice. What we don't want, though, nobody wants, surely nobody wants this. I'm going to share something with you now which shocked me last night to my core. It made me physically feel sick. It brought a tear to my eye, and I'm not being dramatic at all. It did. This is a representative, one of Donald Trump's team, being interviewed last night by a British Sky News reporter, asking a question. It's the job of the reporter to ask questions. This person is giving information to the press. It's her job to answer questions. And look what happens. If this is truly how Trump and America feels about everybody else, and particularly its closest ally, and we know this already from the texts that were leaked about the war in Yemen, it said that, and I quote, "The United Kingdom and Europe are pathetic." We saw that, but now you're going to hear it. Now, I know that this person is very famous for being a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? A fight dog. They call it a fight dog, or there's a name they use for it in America. An aggressive, outspoken person, but nevertheless. So you have to go, okay, this is one person. There's bad apples everywhere, but this literally made me. It brought a tear to my eye last night, and I thought, wow, I live in America, I'm paying taxes, I'm buying the S&P 500, thinking it's the right thing to do, telling people not to sell out, telling people not to buy all world, stay invested in America. But this is how one of Trump's, and I'm not against Trump or for Trump, I'm just bringing you the news. This is what we're getting today. This will shock you if you've not yet seen this, if you are from any other country. And I'd like to think if you're from America too, you're going to go, we don't want that. We don't want this to represent us. Your behavior and how you talk to people is how you represent your country. I try to be the best of myself every day. I may make mistakes, but I try my best. This has come directly from the White House. What do you think of this? Are you ready? We're going to hear now is going to upset you. This is how America is being seen now by the world, and we're going to talk about where the tariffs go from here. Listen to this.
Representative, another story that relates to the media today. Have you seen the new information revealed by The Atlantic magazine about the signal texts?
We're talking about NPR and PBS, not The Atlantic. So
But do you believe that this was classified information that was shared on that
No,
group?
the administration has said it is not classified information. I think this is a continuance of someone like you to try to
Someone
push an
like
issue
you.
that isn't even relevant. And I think that we're carrying on.
It gets
Thank you.
worse.
Detail of timings and weapons,
Listen
is that
to
not
this.
classified information?
Yes. Yeah. Anybody else?
Should the Defence Secretary and the Vice...
Wait, what country are you
From the UK.
Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting. Why don't you go back to
Okay.
your country where you have a major migrant problem?
Okay, do you care-
No. You should care about your own
Okay,
borders.
do you care about American lives being put at risk?
Let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped by migrants?
Dear
Do you care
God.
about American...
No, do you care? Okay, you're
Do you
done.
care about American lives?
This is the world we live in. If you're not upset by that, I was in tears last night. I thought, I love America. I've got American friends. My wife is American. And last night I was in tears thinking, this is how the American government see England. I don't feel very welcome right now. I have to be honest. This is horrible, horrible. Go back to your own country. What the heck is this? This is awful. Absolutely awful. It gets worse because an American reporter who she's okay talking with wants to ask the question on behalf of this lady because it was so rude. He's embarrassed by this. Listen to this.
It's being put at risk
I don't
about
care-
service members fighting for your country.
I don't care
and
about your
your Vice
fake news.
President
Do you have
and your
a
Defence Secretary.
Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm an American, and I'd like to hear your answer to what she's asked.
I'm not
Yeah.
answering her question
All right, I'll
because
ask
I
her.
don't care about her network. If you would like to ask, I can
Do you
answer.
have any concerns whatsoever about the
So we'll leave it there, folks. We don't want to go on about it. We don't want to give this disgusting human being any more time. Now, again, I repeat, please have an open mind. I love America. I'm in America. I'm investing in America. But bullying, aggression, insults, telling people to go back to your own country. What sort of human being is this standing right by the side of Donald Trump? I'm investing 100% in the S&P while my investments go down the toilet because of this aggression and bullying. No intelligent, decent human American today or any country wants their country represented by this disgusting person. Surely nobody wants that. Honestly, I'm nearly in tears again. Why? Because this is how I'm feeling today, is how billions of people around the world are feeling. We believe that America is our friend. We are allies. We are partners. The stock market is selling off now because people are losing faith with the United States. I've not even been able to discuss this with Leah. My wife is in the other room. She may be hearing this for the first time, and she's not actually. I've not even been able to speak to her about it. What do I say? What do I say to my American wife? What do I say? I know she'll hate this. Anyway, so let's explain what's happening today. We've had tariff fears, but now it's much, much worse. We have got this morning some breaking news that you may not have already heard, but this morning we had some news that Donald Trump is threatening 200% tariffs on Europe and Canada if Europe sides up with Canada to get round these tariffs. Of course they're going to get round it. America is going to be on its own. So even though I believe in buying the S&P 500, for how long? If America goes alone, it will be on its own. United Kingdom was once an empire. It owned 1/3 of the world, and it lost it all. Way more power than America had, and it lost it all. America has never been an empire. It's an amazing country. But if it wants to go alone and thinks it can bully everybody, It's going to stand on its own and it's going to fail. And we're investing in the S&P. I'm investing in America, and Americans are selling out. And they're bullying, everyone's bullying and pushing people around. Of course people are going to form alliances around the world. Of course people are going to walk away from America. This is a very, very sad day, and you can't just keep saying, well, buy the dip. During World War II, we had conflicts, not with ourselves. World War I, we had a conflict. A depression, we had problems. A depression, we had tariffs. Are we heading for a Great Depression? Now remember, yes, if you've got money left and you're still in the game and you buy the depression at the bottom, yes, you get rich. But most people will be wiped out. People, you know, my savings are going down the toilet. My wife's pension's going down the toilet. Your pension is going down the toilet. Ah, dear, oh dear. I don't even know where to start this morning. I've got news coming left, right and centre. President Trump signs executive order imposing 25% tariffs on foreign-made autos. I don't understand. Everybody in America now is going to get screwed over. And it's going to get worse because the United Kingdom and Europe are not going to just roll over and go, that's okay, we'll all go bankrupt as long as America does well. And remember, America can't do well if Europe and England are bankrupt. It's its own customers. Who's going to buy your cars? No one's buying a Tesla in Europe. No one's buying a Tesla in Canada. You're burning everybody. You're literally setting fire to your own relationships, your own friendships. People that have come from other countries like me, who have come to America, investing in America, putting everything into America, doing everything I can to encourage people to invest in America. And this was the representation from the American government. I honestly don't know what to say. And then she mentioned your women are being raped. What the heck is that got to do with? What on earth has that got to do with it? I'm going to go to comments and questions. I'm sure everyone, in fact, I'll open the phone line up. If you want to call in, you have to be a member. We don't want trolls and bots and people shouting and swearing. We want your opinions, but we don't want aggression. So if you want to call in, here is the link. You have to be a member to call in. This will be part of the video later on. So, you know, what you say here is forever. So please call in. There's the link. If you are calling in, you need to say you're calling in the chat so I know it's you, so I can identify with you. And I hope you call in and I hope you take part. I hope you can call in and share your thoughts. Let me read some comments as I wait for everyone to call in. Stay out of our business. Raynard Johnson, are you talking to me? Stay out of our business. What do you mean? I'm investing in the S&P 500. Is this the sort of thing we're going to get today? Stay out of our business. You don't have a business. Your customers is the world. You're telling the world to sod off. Is that what you're telling me? You want the world to sod off and don't be a business. She's an immigrant herself. She is not an American. Well, she represents the government. The world is crapped on America for too long. I understand, and I started the show by saying that Trump is doing something very noble. He wants to build everything in America, but is it the way to go to bully the world? Is it? And literally destroy the stock market. It's the fastest decline over this period of time in history. If you look at the S&P 500 over history, since the 1850s, we've had bigger declines, but we've never had such a fast decline as we have now. This is the biggest decline in history over this period of time. It's going down faster than it's ever done. Is this good for you? Inflation was coming down. Inflation's now going to skyrocket. Savage Faith Creations. She's one finger. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look. Her personal opinion shouldn't be reflected on Trump. And who knows what she said before that or off camera. That could have sparked all of that. Never get all the news. Why spread negativity? Stacey, I played it you. You heard what she said. She said, I don't give a crap about your country. Go back to your country. What are you on about? That's not how to speak to people. That's not polite. That's not respectful. Is that how you want America to be seen? Look at the stock market. The whole world is selling the American economy. What part of this is good? Disgusting. I agree with that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Words don't make me cry. They certainly make me cry. I'm very disappointed today. I thought America was my friend. I respect America, but I don't speak to Americans like that. I don't shut people down like that. That's horrible. Unfortunately, MTJ is just uneducated when it comes to anything out of her constituency. Respect is a two-way street. Terry, I'm giving you the chance to call in. You don't want to call in. People want to criticise the debate, but don't want to actually stand up and have a debate. What is that all about? What is that all about? I'm giving you a voice here. Why would you be in the chat and just say things but not stand up for yourself? Aggression to a reporter and a network is not aggression to a country or people. What do you mean? We just heard it. That's gone all around the world now. People, I try to do my best and give... present myself in the best way. Is this how America wants to represent itself? The media has created this monster. They don't report news anymore. They are all activists now. Rallo1, thank you for your comments. I'm giving everyone a voice here. Making America weak is the goal of this administration. Respect costs nothing. Exactly. Respect costs nothing. Be polite. All she had to do was say, I'm sorry, I don't want to answer your question. Not insult the woman. The woman was asking you a question. His ego got even bigger than it was 8 years ago. Cornell. The left media is trying to lie again about something Trump did. Same thing every week. I don't understand. What do you mean the left media is trying to lie about something? I just showed you it. We're not lying about anything. We're having a conversation. We're having a respectful debate, except nobody wants to call in and be part of it. Syrian, I'm out. I'm out. Are you out of what? Disappointed and disgusted, said poor man, rich man. God bless America first. Why do people keep saying this? You can't just say, God bless America first. Do you think God only likes America? We're a whole planet of people. We're a whole universe. We have to support each other. We are the customers of each other. We serve each other. We buy from each other. You can't say, God bless America and stuff everybody else. God bless everybody. Help everybody. You got to work together. You can be more powerful and more successful and richer and so on, but you need your customers to buy from you. Nobody wants to buy a Tesla now. Nobody wants to invest in America now. How is that good for anybody? Yep, Trump is killing the economy, says Hola. I'm reading your comments. These are your comments. I've opened up the phone line. If you want to call in, you can be live on the show. You can have your thoughts today and call in and be live on today's show. I'm ashamed to be a Republican, Cornell says. Majority Taylor, though. Marge, I'm not sure what that means. These reporters are notorious for setting up a certain look. By the way, they ask questions. They are also condescending and have covered up Joe Biden, grow a backbone. Hang on a minute. Look, let's not suddenly throw dirt all over the place. People always want to do that. They never want to face the situation, have a debate and conversation. They just go, well, I didn't like that, so Joe Biden, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hang on a minute. Let's talk about what we've just seen. Please be nice. Please be respectful. That's all we're asking. The whole world is saying, surely America wants everyone to get on with everybody. I thought the war was going to end in Ukraine within 1 hour when Trump came in. 1 hour. The war hasn't ended, still hasn't ended. People are still dying every day. Come on, we can't just keep anything's okay. You can be rude, you can bully, you can shout, you can scream. That's okay. It's not okay. When is it okay to be like this? Trump is not representing his party, says Cornell. War is coming. Europe will be taken by Russia. Learn Russian, I guess, said Robert J. What do you mean? Europe's going to be taken over by Europe. Russia's going to take over Europe. Why would you say that? Cry, baby, cry. Stick your noise in a bubble gum. Well, that's great. AGI, great, intelligent conversation. Thank you very much for your useful debate. I appreciate that. I knew this was going to be hot today, but I really hoped that Americans and British people, everybody would want to call in, have their say. No, people don't want to have their say. They want to say, cry, baby, cry, stick your nose in a bubble gum. Oh, well. This is unlike any other YouTube channel in the world. It gives everyone a voice, allows everyone to have a say. This is not a right-wing or left-wing YouTube channel just saying what they want about their own feelings. This is a completely impartial, open, honest forum for everyone. There's not another channel in the world like this. We are in 69 countries, in 14 languages. Everyone can call in. Everyone can have their say. Everyone can be part of it. And yet, what do I get in the chat? I get people saying stupid stuff like that. Nobody wants to have a debate. Nope. We just want to bully, shout, scream, swear, make noise. Empty vessels make the most noise. They want Americans to buy American motors. That sounds great. Now we're having a conversation again. I presume with an American. Wonderful. I'm in America. I love America. I pay taxes. I work in America. Yeah, that's a great idea. But Rob, you can't make everything in America. Teslas aren't all made in America. Teslas are an American brand and they bring in parts all over the place. There's no supply chain to make everything for a Tesla in America. All that's going to happen is you, as an American, me, as an Englishman living in America, has now got to pay 25% more for my Tesla. I couldn't afford one in the first place. Certainly can't afford one now. She has a point, mentioning the immigrant crisis in the UK, even though she doesn't handle the situation. Tony Boggards, you have a healthy conversation by not answering the question that you don't want to answer and throw back abuse. So yeah, you're right. There are issues in England about immigration. Of course there are. There are issues on everything. But we're not having that conversation. She was being asked a question and she was insulted and she was treated with disrespect. It was rude and arrogant and it was horrible. It was a disgusting human being. And then she just said, well, you have problems. That's what children do. Children in playgrounds who can't have the intelligence to have a conversation come back and go, well, you're an idiot. You're fat. You're smelly. You're all bald. That's not a conversation. So come on. Tony Boggart, you're one of my members. Why would you say that to me? She has a point. There's no question that is a relevant point, but it's not relevant to the conversation. You're just throwing insults because you got no intelligence for a decent conversation. Seems like a new party is forming. Let's call the far, far, far right. Cornell, dear oh dear. They will roll over. That's what they do best. Who will roll over? That's what they do best. Who's rolling over? Who's rolling over? And that's what... Are you talking about the Second World War? Do you know your history? England fought the Germans for 4 years. America came in the last 5 minutes of the Second World War. We didn't roll over, if that's what you're referring to. America came at the end when the war was ending. England fought the war for 4 years. England and Europe didn't roll over. It's time to get control of the USA, says Adriana. She was telling the reporter to report on her own country's problems. She wasn't. That's not what she said, Jed. She said, we don't give a crap about your opinion. Go back to your country. That's what she said. And I quote, you just heard it. Trump's pastor is currently getting sentenced for child molestation. Okay, that's not... Vissa, I appreciate your thoughts and comments. Everyone has a thought and comment. Everyone can share information, but it's not relevant to this. I'm trying to be the most honest, most impartial, most intellectually based conversation. Let's not throw accusations around. Let's not poke people because you can't win an argument. Let's have a healthy debate about the topic in hand. Save money, don't buy yet. Good afternoon, everyone. Another beautiful day on the market. Hopefully get a decent discount today. She was responding with context. What, saying get out of the country and we don't care about... I don't care about your crap. Is that the way you speak to people? What is going on? You see, this is your problem. You value money more than your pride. Stay in England and invest there. You stay in the US and you'll be treated like that. Wow. Do you feel proud of that? United States is made up of immigrants. Every single one of you came from the United Kingdom, unless you were a native Indian. And you're telling me, I'm assuming you're representing the United States. You're telling me you see this is your problem. You value money more than your pride. What do you mean I value money more than my pride? The most important thing to me is my audience. The most important thing to me is you, my audience. I try to provide the best possible service to my viewers. Stay in England and invest there. What, you don't want people to buy the American economy? Why do you don't want me to buy American products? You don't want me to pay American taxes? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling everybody who's an immigrant who's come to America, which includes everybody that was here originally? We should all go back to England? Surely you're not saying that. Just because one person says something does not define the country. I agree with you. Absolutely. We're having a conversation about what's happening with the economy today and where the world is being seen today. That's what this is about. I'm from England and I don't feel like we have free speech anymore. Everyone I know is literally frightened of posting common sense comments in fear of being sent to prison. Now, I'm from England, Lee Naylor. You talk about people in England are afraid to post things. I post more than you, I guarantee. I post on every single major platform, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, Discord, whatever you like. I'm always honest. I'm always respectful. I don't swear. I don't abuse people. I don't have aggression. And I've not got banned. I have no problem. I'm not frightened to say anything. Why are you saying that? I bet you any money you like, I post a lot more than you do, and I have no problem. People said to me when I came on YouTube, you should be on Rumble. You got free speech. And I went, what's wrong with YouTube? Well, you can't have free speech. Well, do you mean I can't swear and do illegal activity online? Well, yeah, I mean, that's okay, right? I'm not going to kill someone or take drugs or do bad things. Of course I'm not. That's just being a decent human being. I have no problem. No one, there's no problem with YouTube. What do you mean, free speech? Just be respectful. Raynand can leave this chat if he is not happy, says Cornell. I've got a comment here from Stacey.
Savage Faith Creations donated $5 through a super chat. Can I ask for a poll on to continue this conversation or look at stocks and market and charts?
No, I'm not going to do a poll on that question, Stacey, with respect, because this is about the tariffs. This is about the economy. This is about the way the world is investing in America. This is very relevant. We're having a healthy conversation. At least I'm trying to. I'm not yet getting any really good, healthy conversation back, but I'm doing my best to encourage a healthy conversation, and I will always do that. I will always have an open channel. I will always have open discussion. I will always be honest and open and fair based upon facts. It'll always be on topic. We're talking about the stock market. I will always give everyone a voice. I'm not going to shut this down because some people don't find it comfortable. No, I'm going to deal with the problem head on and engage in hopefully educated, helpful, productive conversation. So I'm going to carry on. I'm not going to put that up for debate. People in the UK and Europe get arrested and thrown into jail for verbal dissent. Well, I've lived in England all my life and I've never been thrown in jail. I don't know, I can't speak for what people do, but I've got no first-hand experience or any friend or anyone I know who's ever been arrested for saying normal stuff. So I don't know what that is. Trump's way to do this is the only way. Adriana, well, maybe you're right. Maybe this will work. Again, that's a healthy, respectful conversation. I love it. I'm going to scroll to the. Let me scroll down a little bit. I'm getting so many messages here. That woman doesn't speak for all of us, Josh Monroe says. Trump voter here. She did cross a line there, and she didn't speak for all of us. That is a helpful, intelligent conversation comment. Thank you, Josh Monroe. That's all we need. And that's of course what we all agree. Anyone with any intelligence would agree that this person does not represent the United States. This person does not represent the government. This person does not represent Donald Trump. However, this is how people are seeing the United States. Like someone just said a moment ago, people are being arrested in England for making comments. That's how America sees England. It's not true, but it's how they see it. So these things are important.
One of 7 billion donated $5 through a super chat. As Mark Twain put it, never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience.
You are right there. You are absolutely right there. Never argue with stupid people. Yeah, if they're not, if stupid is what stupid does, as Forrest Gump said, you're absolutely right. However, I want to have this debate, and I'm hoping that intelligent conversation comes out of it, because we do learn something from having these crazy conversations. We do. Your thoughts there were shown to the world. This goes out to 69 countries. In 14 languages. So everything we say here has an effect. It has an effect. So it's important to do the right thing. Neville Chamberlain and Churchill fought Nazis before FDR did, Jack. Neville Chamberlain and Churchill fought Nazis before FDR did, Jack. Bijan Bain. Enigma is the definition of an ignorant person. All AX, these people who speak crap, I'm sorry for using this language, but it's in context today, have less intelligence than fourth graders. I'll leave that there. Martyn, I'm proud to have you as an American. Like it or not, you have to ride this out with us. We will see how this goes. And moves forward. Don't take the trolls personally. I understand, but this show is about being real. It's what makes this show work. It makes it a journey, a real human journey, not just fake pretend nonsense. Nothing's hidden here. Everything's real. I appreciate your support, though. I really do. Someone here needs to learn history, real history. I know I'm behind on the topic, but I am busy here at work, so I just felt that needed to be said. Thank you, Josh Monroe. I read Why England Slept. I know what the Brits didn't do, but in the US, but the US didn't either. But Jane, I'm not sure I understand your comment, but I shared it to the world. Martin, new to the channel, awesome job you do. I'm about to buy Tesla Cybertruck to show support, plus love them. Also, it's a good time to buy stocks and dip again. Thanks, Martin, awesome job. Jeremy M, thank you very much indeed for your support. There we go. You see, people do want the conversations. The Democrats have created all this anger for the past 8 years, and media has a bad reputation because of the Democratic. The Democratic has created all media. It's sad we got to this point, but this will not end pretty. Adriana, that is your comment shared to the world. I respect you and your channel and appreciate the information you give. Thank you, Joseph. Most of us came here from England, silly. Most of us came here from England, silly. Yeah, I mean, this is true. This is what I'm saying. America is 250 years old this next year. England's thousands of years old. So, of course, everyone came from somewhere else. We all came from somewhere else. Even English people came from somewhere else. We used to be Romans. I mean, we're going to blame the Romans? I mean, you go on forever. It's a global community. That is absolutely correct. It is a global community. You're absolutely right. Excellent show. Keep it up. Thank you, Derek. That is why I enjoy this channel. There you go. You want the debate. You want it to be real. You want it to be real stuff, real emotion, based upon facts, openness, honesty, free speech. That's what this channel is. Not one person has decided to call in today, which is a bit bizarre. Would you wait till the second before you buy anything, or you think more dips are coming? Honestly, no one knows right now. I'm all in with all my cash, all my margin. I can't buy anymore. I've bought every single thing I can. I believe in the American economy. I believe in America. I believe in the rest of the world too, because they all buy American products and we buy theirs, remember? So I'm investing, but I don't know how much lower it's going to go. No analyst worth anything today can say honestly what they think about this economy. They can't possibly know. Nobody possibly knows. Now, would you do me a favor, folks? There are 300 people watching this. We have 71 likes. Would everybody please tap the like button? It will share it out to more people. More people can join in the conversation. More people can hear and a completely impartial, open, educated conversation. Please click the like button. And if you want to support my channel and you want to subscribe to me, I go live 12 hours a day and I hope to provide the best service. I'm always learning. I'm always getting things wrong. I'll always try better. I'll always tell you the truth. This is my real money, my real investments. If you want a channel that provides a service to you, please do consider subscribing. If you'd like to become a member of the channel and get many, many perks, there you go. If you want some free stocks in Robinhood USA, Robinhood UK. Now, coming up shortly, in just 1 hour, I am hoping that Vlad Tenev, the CEO of Robinhood, will be watching with his team a special event as I demo for Robinhood around the world the new strategies platform. Okay, that's coming up very shortly. If you look here, this is my real money. There is my managed money. The money is processing as we speak. This is going to be the first live demo of Robinhood in the world. I'm expecting Robinhood and Vlad Tenev, the CEO, to be actually watching. It's a big event that's coming up today, straight after this event. That's in 1 hour from now. You might like to be a part of that. This is the event. This is coming up shortly. There it is. I think the link is. I can get. In fact, I can get rid of that now. Remove that. Let me do this. Robinhood event. Robinhood live event with Vlad watching. Okay, here is the event. Let me pin it to the top. There we go. Let me pin that there. Okay. Robinhood live event with Vlad watching, Vlad Tenif that is. There is the event. I hope you all join me for a huge event, a live demo and explanation of Robinhood strategies coming up at the end of this. And hopefully the CEO is going to be watching as well. So it's going to be a very exciting event. That's in 1 hour from now. Hopefully you'll all be there. Click share, click like and be part of it. Let's have a look. You've been for quite a while. You're not living in England at all. You've been here for quite a while. You're not living in England at all. I'm 56 years of age. I've lived in England all my life. I've traveled every country of the world. I left England 8 years ago. I still have my home in England. I still pay my council tax, my bills, my electric, my water. I still have my home where I've been for 30 years. I go back and visit whenever I can afford to. Of course, I still live in England. All right. Democrats are an interesting species, says Steve Wally. Cornell, Martin, you are handling this like a true champion. Love your show and have a lot of respect for you. Cornell, thank you very much indeed. Sad to hear this, says Rodney Fletcher. Martin, hearing this now, how do you think we should approach strategy in the future of investing from an investor's perspective? Okay, Bar, thank you very much for bringing it back directly to investing. I appreciate that. That's a very, very good point. And I think for that, I'm going to answer in a very personal way. So this is especially for you, Bar. You've asked for this, asked specifically for this specific comment. So I'm going to give this to you. Let me just swing my chair around and give you my thoughts. Here we go. So, Bar, thank you for that great question. What should we do when it comes to investing? Well, if you are a long-term investor, an individual stock investor now is just speculation. You don't know enough. It's impossible to know. No analyst who's going to be honest can tell you where we're going from here. So I'm not looking for individual stocks. I don't anyway, but if I was, I wouldn't be. The only way you can invest now with some sense of structure and discipline is the S&P 500. I know I keep going back to that, but it really has to be the case right now. So you're asking, should we invest? Can we still invest in the United States? Will things get worse? Well, what we have to do is look at this. We have to look at history. That's all we can do. Because people are still people. They're still going to want to buy Coca-Cola. They're still going to want to buy cars, iPhones, computers, services, and products. That's not going to change. People still have needs, and great American businesses provide great American products, even though they're not all made in America, but they are American businesses. So they're not going to go anywhere. And we talked about Coca-Cola. If there was a World War III and every factory was blown up, when we kind of came out of the ashes, there would still be Coca-Cola. Because Coca-Cola is not the bottles or the factories, it's the brand. It's the intellectual property which Coca-Cola own. Just the same as iPhone, Apple. These things will carry on just in different buildings and different products, but the actual brand will carry on. So that's what you're actually investing in. So the question is, can we invest in America now like we've always done? Will it stand the test of time? Well, things are definitely changing. Because if we look back at World War I and World War II and the dot-com crash and the housing bubble and all these things, they were macro conditions externally of the businesses. Okay? So it was external macro conditions that the businesses couldn't themselves prevent. So you bought the dip, it came back, it made sense. And we've been through depressions, wars, and you name it. All those things bounce back. However, this is different now because what we've got now is actual policy to make America stand on its own, all by itself, when it can't stand on its own. Because not one American in America, including me, would want to spend $4,000, $5,000, which is what I work it out to be for an iPhone if it was made in America and put together by American wages. Now, of course, it wouldn't be because it would all be done by robots anyway. But the point is, if it was made by America, in America, by Americans, it would cost $5,000. No one would afford one. No one could buy one. So, we've got now a different situation. We've not got macro conditions. We've got policy to change everything. Now, it's true to say it could be a great thing for America. Again, I'm trying to be open and honest and impartial and see every side of it. It could be great if you could build every single thing in America. Maybe it's possible. Maybe you can. I don't see how, but maybe Donald Trump knows more than I do. Well, maybe he does. But remember, Donald Trump has gone bankrupt 6 times. He's not always been successful. He's had lots of failures. Nothing wrong with failing. I went bankrupt once. Never go bankrupt again, though. Wouldn't do it 6 times. But, you know, maybe he knows more. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Only time will tell. So right now, you've got a choice. Do you buy the dips? Is it like every other time during wars, depressions, and so on and so forth? Is it? Well, it isn't. It isn't like that. It can't be measured the same way because during the Second World War and the First World War, analysts were able to analyze businesses because they were still functioning in the same way with external conditions. So it kind of made sense. Analysts don't always agree, but they can calculate certain things. We can't calculate this. Donald Trump himself yesterday said, his aide said this could save $100 billion. Donald Trump said it could save $1 trillion. $1 trillion was just made out of the sky. No analyst, and I've looked at the numbers, no analyst, even Sensei last night on our show, calculated all the cars that was bought into America, worked out 25%, blah, blah, blah. You didn't get anywhere close to 1 trillion. Just made up numbers. So we don't know anything right now. We can't analyze this. We can't guess. So you've got 2 choices. You either, and in my opinion, there are only 2 choices. You can't individually stock pick. If you are, you're speculating and gambling at best. Some people will say Tesla's going to go up 10 times. Some people say it's going to go bust because no one's going to buy Tesla. How can you calculate that? How can you calculate global emotion and feeling towards a car? They can buy something else. You don't have to own a Tesla. I don't have a Tesla. My wife doesn't have a Tesla. Don't have to have a Tesla, right? So you've got a couple of choices. Because buying individual stocks is just gambling. That's not investing, but good luck if you want to try that. Nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and speculate, and I wish everyone the best. I won't be joining you. So you either buy the S&P 500 and go, it always comes back, it always has, it always will. But remember, empires, and America was never an empire, have all failed in the past. The British Empire failed, the Mayans, it goes back forever. The Roman Empire, they all collapsed. They never came back. America's just a country. Could it fail? Of course it could fail. If everyone says, I'm not going to buy from America, if everyone forms alliances around the world and turns their back on America, then America fail. You can't just say you're going to be successful because you say you're going to be successful and you're going to rant and scream and shout in the chat and say everyone should go home. Someone just said to me, I should go back to England. They don't want my investment. They don't want my money. They don't want me to buy American products. Well, that's just stupid. That's a shopkeeper telling the person coming in the shop you don't want him to buy stuff. Well, you'll soon go out of business doing that. But then that's stupid people, right? Stupid people say stupid things. We give them the chance to say something sensible, they abuse it. So right now, the answer to your question is, I don't know. You either buy the S&P, for me, that's the only option, sensible investment option, and just keep buying and hold on. And maybe it comes back, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's the end. Maybe you should be investing in something completely different. I honestly don't know the answer. And I've always had an answer, or at least a belief which way to go. Right now, I've got no idea. It's too late for me. I invested in the United States. We're down. I'm not going to sell when I'm down. I'm not going to, that'd be pointless. I'm not going to do that. If I really thought America was going to go bankrupt tomorrow, then I'd sell. Of course I would. I'd rather take a loss. But I don't know. So the answer to your question is, I'm afraid I just don't know. Speculate and gamble, individual stocks. Buy the S&P is the only educated way to go, or get out and give up on it. I mean, everybody else is. Clearly, stock market's going down because everyone else is forming alliances and giving up. So it's up to you. I hope this answers your question. That's the best answer I can give you. I'm sorry I can't give you any more. So there was my best answer for Bar. I hope that was of some use to you. Let me read some more questions. I'm not comfortable. I don't care what she said or he said, or tariffs or Trump this and Trump that. Our country will come around. Our market will stabilize and we'll all live another day. Well, we hope so, Stacey. We've been through all the different things I've already explained, but don't take it for granted. Don't think America can do and say what it likes and it's okay and it'll all be fine and you can do what you want. I don't see that's how the world works. It's never worked that way, but let's hope you're right. US didn't do jack in World War II, says Bijan. Trump is only using tactics to get people to the table for conversations. Well, we certainly hope that's the case. People who aren't intelligent enough to see that will let their own evil thoughts spew out. Trump is a businessman. Thank you for those thoughts. If your SL and TP is correct, we are winners. The Germans surrendered because they couldn't take Russia. GameStop falling hard after everyone realized they're not going to get the oh my god, dear oh god. Shall we yeah, GameStop was a complete con. They literally told everybody we're going to buy Bitcoin and they paid for it by diluting their own stock. The most corrupt stock I've ever seen. Unbelievable. Oh, hello.
Bar donated 27 Swedish krona through a super chat. Bravo. Clapping hands emoji. Thank you so much, Martyn. Keep up the work.
Thank you, Bar. You are very welcome. Thank you very much indeed. Neville Chamberlain gave Hitler everything he wanted until they couldn't give anything else. Tanmoy Banik, would you wait till the 2nd of April before you buy anything, or you think more dips are incoming? Like I just said, there's no way of knowing. The S&P is oversold. Anything under 20 times earnings is oversold. That's why I bought it. I'm buying it. Anything past here now is guessing. Not one person in the US who isn't indigenous belongs there. Thieves. That was genocide. You can go months and not see a First Nations person. Okay, let's not have that kind of conversation. For 46 years, we tried to tell the world how US is, how they view people from other countries. You Europeans just watched and smiled. Now the US is done with us. It's your turn. Have fun. Okay, that's what you want the world to think of you. Fair enough. This show is great. Good, hard debate. Finally, real opinions and news from people, not silly media. You're level-headed, very good. Thank you, Rodney. Just a slight correction. There are some of our ancestors brought from Africa to be slaves and pick cotton. Correct. Absolutely correct. Vanessa, you're absolutely correct. This is the purpose. This is the very purpose of debate where everyone has a voice. That is the very definition of openness, intelligence, I beg your pardon, freedom, liberty, respect, right there. Vanessa was able to correct me, and you're absolutely correct, Vanessa. Absolutely correct. A slight correction. There are some of our ancestors brought from Africa to be slaves, pick cotton and build America. You are absolutely correct. Thank you for correcting me. That is the very reason we do what we do. There is no changing. There is no censoring. There's no let's not have a debate. This is what we do. This is what this channel is. And there it is. Thank you for that. Would you even interview David, CEO? Would you even interview David, the CEO of Mullen? Absolutely, I would. But it would be unscripted, and I would start by telling everyone that he's gone bankrupt, I think 7 times in the same way to manipulate stock. But yes, I definitely would have him on the show because I could reveal information. I would give him a voice, but I would challenge him, and it would not be scripted, so he wouldn't know what I was going to say. We all originated in Africa. Fact, the only reason that people have different skin colours is purely down to the northern and southern hemispheres. There you go. There we all come from one person, right? Smash the like and subscribe. Thank you for that. England is losing voice in Europe's decisions. The real reason for America's decision are not told by the media. And if you are up to date with negative media, you have very negative opinions, says Pedro. Hi, Martin. I'm invested in Grab. This company is similar to Uber Eats. Yes, it is. And other food delivery services in the US, but is Asia. Do you think this company will be affected? Armando, I've just done a full review. Go to YouTube, type in the search bar, Martin Lucas Investor, and then type in Grab, and you'll get my stock review on the stock. Vanessa, round of applause. Yep, that's what we want. Lovely. Kind of pissed about your call on space. You were saying over and over it was live on your show to 10, and it would all, let's have a look, and it would tank, but you kept pushing. It was squeezing. How can you be pissed by me because you've made a financial decision? Everyone who bought as it pumped and took profit made money. Every single one of my members who bought and trimmed made money. Everybody. If you didn't, that's your fault. I'm not your financial advisor. I don't even buy Virgin Galactic. You don't follow me. I only own the S&P 500. So, I didn't encourage you to buy it. I wasn't sponsored to tell you it. You watched out of your own free choice. You made your own decision to buy it. I kept telling people to do their own research. Obviously, you didn't. You bought it because I was saying it was going to short squeeze, and it did. And people made money, and they did. If you didn't, that's down to you. So I'm sorry that you did not understand how investing works, but that's kind of down to you. I do not blame you for me buying the S&P 500. I'm down. I don't blame you. It's my decision. And it still believe it will go to $100. I still believe it will short squeeze. We're going through all this chaos. How's Virgin Galactic going to stand out above all of this nonsense? Sorry, I just requested the poll because there was no conversation that is healthy. Just arguing. And I know most are not members. Most non-members get frustrated just saying this on your behalf with love. I know that, Stacey. That's fine. And you know, much love and respect back to you. But I always question everything so everyone knows what's going on and so on and so forth. But I made the decision to not do a poll. You are perfectly appreciated and respected asking for a poll. And normally I give polls when people ask for them. But today I decided not to. That's my prerogative too. I just didn't want to go to a poll. Less requirement for dark skin in Northern Hemisphere. Okay. It's evolved with time. Thank you for that. Good morning, my ninjas. Vanessa, good morning to you. Someone blaming Democrats for the last 8 years. Biden was only president for 4 years. Robert Jordan. XRP is climbing a bit, hoping market will rebound. Joshua James. Just trying to watch out for everyone, that's all. Don't be angry with me. I'm absolutely not angry with you, and I appreciate everything that you do on the channel. Thank you very much indeed. Absolutely. There you go. Mike is here. Good morning to Mike. We love Mike, one of our original members. Here he is. Been a member now for nearly 3 years? Yes, it is 3 years, yes. Robinhood has not expanded its trading platform outside the United States. Yes, it has. It's in the United Kingdom and it's about to go into Europe. It already has a European crypto wallet and it's already in the United Kingdom. How do I know? There's my Robinhood UK link. I have a Robinhood UK account already funded in the United Kingdom. So yes, it does exist. And there is the link if you are in the United Kingdom and you want to get it. Have you been in our beautiful country, South Africa? I have toured every country of the world, 195. So yes, I've been all over Africa. Hi, poor man, rich man. Mike, how are you doing? England's culture and heritage is currently being destroyed, says Doug. Jay Santana, how she handled the question was unprofessional and emotional. The tariffs are a negotiating tool. Our current trade agreements were not in the US's best interest. You may be right there, Jay Santana, referring to the current tariffs. Maybe that's where Tesla robots come in the future. We pay about 2,000 USD for an iPhone in Denmark, Northern EU. Tariffs are off like a game. Trump negotiated the trade agreements we currently have with Canada and Mexico, and now he's saying they are bad agreements. He's an idiot, said A. Visser. That is true that he negotiated those deals. That is true. Yeah, that is a fact. Kind of pissed about your call. Oh, he's repeated it again. Okay, I've already answered that one. The classic Carnut. All Stacey does is support your channel like no other. Pay your super chats time and time again, etc. And you deny her a simple request. Classic Carnut. This is classic Carnut. Number one, you're not a member of my channel, so what are you talking about membership privileges? Number two, it's not Stacey's right to ask for a poll. It's one of the perks that I offer. And I didn't say she can't have a poll. I do many things for Stacey all the time. We are here for each other all the time. As you have heard in the chat, lots of respect between me and Stacey and backwards and forwards. I'm not denying her anything. I'm making a decision on my show not to run a poll on my show. Okay? It's perfectly okay for me to say I'm not going to do a poll. Okay? You're not even a member of my channel and you're making a comment like that. So, I mean, you know, there you go. Blessings and prosperity. Thank you so much indeed. Lucas A's, James. Just got here. Good morning to you. Space was squeezing. He didn't tell you to buy. Correct. Nothing's a guaranteed investment. Martyn didn't have a crystal ball. Well, I do have a crystal ball. But yeah. Anyway, whatever. People say stupid stuff and then they blame me. Guess what? I'm down, what, 20, 30 grand on my S&P? Have I blamed one person? Nope, not one single person. It's my decision. Bitcoin will pump massively now. Bitcoin is fast becoming a safe haven. I'm not so sure about that. Hi, James. GameStop is a joke. Good morning, everyone. David Hensley. I just don't understand why people always got to take a jab at Trump. Almost our lies when he's trying to do a good job. I obviously think, and I agree, he's obviously a patriot. He believes that this is a good thing for America, but we're just showing you all sides of it, how it's affecting the economy. I'm buying, so I believe in American economy, but we're just saying, is this the way forward? We're having a conversation, and so on and so forth. Maybe not a conversation people want, but when you have history built on treating people that way, if you can expect failure and bad karma, says Robert Jordan. The stock market is only the store people flee when everything is on sale. The tariffs are shifting to become a powerhouse and dominate resource and energy power. It will cause some hurt, but this is the fight we needed to get to Canada back on track. Investing in Canadian resource stocks. Thank you, Ferrell, for your thoughts there. I look at the world that way. If everything goes down, my family knows how to take care of each other and others, and if I have them. I wake up, I am breathing, then life will be okay and we will rebuild, says Stacey. You are really most entertaining. I actually love when you take people head on. Great stuff, Donald. Thank you very much. It's all perspective and mentality and preparation. Hell, I've even made money off it with $200. Yes, indeed. All of my members made money if they traded that. It was easy to make money. There's a 25% rally. Stacey, the space company is massive future, has a massive future. Good morning, Stacey. I missed the beginning of the show, just trying to catch up. What other people do and what they affect. I'm just trying to get through all the comments now. Apologize if I'm rushing. Okie dokie, I stand corrected. There you go. Healthy conversation. We've learned something. If you click on my link, you can get Robinhood UK, get some free shares, and we both get free shares. The goal of bringing manufacturing back to the US is a worthy goal, but it's not going to lead to good paying American jobs. Most new factories will be automated. That is true. Is Robinhood in Canada? No, just UK, parts of Europe with the crypto wallet, and the United States. Okay. Good morning, Martin. Wow, people are angry today. Good morning, Namisha. No AC. Robinhood is not in Canada. No. Other companies put tariffs on America first. Trump is just trying to even things out and come to an acceptable outcome for all concerned. Thank you for that. I'm trying to get to the last couple of comments. Fun fact, Musk AI Grok was asked if Trump was a Russian asset. The AI returned and said that he was, just saying. And by the way, I was a member and bought your mug as well to support your channel. Classic Kana. Thank you very much. Yes, you did. But I'm saying you're not a member right now. That's all I'm saying. You're not a member right now. I'm just saying it as it is. I'm sorry if you took that as an offense. It wasn't intended to. It was just the facts as they are. And I answered your question. And Stacey, I know, understands it perfectly well. Hi, Martin. Why didn't you say anything about NVIDIA? I've made loads of videos on NVIDIA, or there's a million things to talk about. Anyway, what is it you want me to say? Let me have a look here for a moment. The futures has turned green. The S&P has turned green as well. We are green right now. Now, it's showing red because my charting line is out. This happens on Robinhood sometimes. It's out of sync. Actually, we are actually green today. Would you believe it? We're actually green. If I show you this chart here, the S&P is actually green. As you can see, it's actually green. Futures are green. The S&P is green. VU is green. If I go to VU on the individual, you'll see I'm actually up today. So we are green. Sometimes there is actually a calibration error. This happens from time to time. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. Right. So there we go. That's very interesting, right? Okay, now then, I hope you enjoyed our debate. Let's see if you unsubscribed from my channel, or let's see if you subscribed to my channel today. Let's see how you felt about this. There's a subscribe button. I can't see it. There's this screen here. This screen here is where I reveal. This screen here is where I reveal my subscribers. I don't know if it's gone up or down during this until you see it. I'm going to click on it now, and let's see if you unsubscribed to me today for this debate, or you appreciated a real live debate. Let me end the poll first of all. Red or green day? 64% said green. Sorry, said red. It's actually turned green. Let me end the poll and reveal whether my subscribers went up today or down today. There is the live event. 1,500 people have come into this event so far. There's my views over the last 48 hours. And here comes the subscribers. I see it live as you see it. 845. Nope. People unsubscribe to me. People do not like what I've just been doing, and they've unsubscribed. That's fine. I will still carry on. I don't do it for subscribers. I do it because it's right. I do it because it's right. I'm not going to unsubscribe from ignorant people who go, I don't like what he's saying. All I want is a channel which tells me I'm going to get rich in 5 minutes, and all I want is him to say everything is always great. And whatever I believe in, whether I'm Republican or Democrat, I want him to say and agree with me, because a lot of people actually watch YouTube because what they are, another one, what they actually want is not information. What they actually want is to make themselves feel good about their own decisions. That's why people watch YouTube, financial channels. I've never done that, never will. So if that's what you've come for, you should unsubscribe from me right now. Unmember, don't watch ever again. I provide a channel of support, friendship, openness, honesty. Everyone has a voice. Everyone can call in. We review stocks factually. I never take sponsorship. I get offered $30,000 regularly now from crypto projects to promote crypto, to stuff it to you to make me 30 grand. Other YouTubers take it all the time. I don't. And people subscribe to those channels because they will tell you how to get rich in 5 minutes, even though it's a lie. They will tell you they're either pro-Trump and they will say everything Trump does is great, or they're pro-Democrat and they'll say everything the Democrat does is great. I don't do that. And if that's what you want, you need to go and find a club that will support everything that you believe in and tell you everything that you believe in, whether it's true or not. This channel, when I came to America, I asked Leah, my wife, who's American, I said, Leah, what is the best news? What is the main news in America? What's American news? And she said, what do you mean? I said, well, you must know what I mean. She said, I don't know what you mean. I said, well, of course you do. What's the American news? She said, I don't know. There's loads of channels. In England, we have a couple of channels, Sky News, the BBC, whatever, and it just tells you the news. It's not opinion, it's just the news, right? Well, when I came here, I started turning the TV on to find out myself. My American wife didn't know. She said, there's not an American news. It's all different types of news. How can it be all different types of news? I just want to know what happens in the world. That's all I want to know. What happens in the world? What did Trump say? What did Biden say? I decide what I like. I don't want an opinion on it. And then I turned on CNN and I realized they hate Donald Trump. So it's just the Donald Trump bashing show. And I thought, oh my God, all I'm doing is watching Donald Trump 24 hours a day. How I hate Donald Trump. I thought, that's not right. That's not news, is it? Then I tried Fox. Now, Fox said they love Trump every 5 minutes and they hate Biden. And I thought, hang on a minute. This is one news story, politics. What about all the other news? What happened in Africa? What happened on the moon? What happened in Russia? What happened in England? What happened in America? What happens everywhere? What's the news? Couldn't find it. So I thought, right, I'll do a YouTube channel of my own and I'll provide facts, information, give everyone a voice. And that's what we do. And if you unsubscribe from me because I don't say you're going to get rich in 5 minutes on Binky Bonk Coin or Trump's great or Biden's great, then don't subscribe to me. I don't want you to subscribe to me. I want a healthy debate. And today it's been very, very sad. I opened up the phone line. I'm going to close it now. Not one person wanted to call in and debate with me. Not one. But everybody will shout and scream online. They'll go on Facebook and they'll say everyone's an idiot. They'll go on X and say everyone's an idiot. But no one wanted to have a conversation with me. There we go.
Alex 3206 donated £2 through a super chat. Haters will hate. People don't like responsibility.
It does seem that way. Even though I disagree with you slightly, I encourage debate so we can all see each other's position. I think it's healthy. Dr. Fark Melton, as a human being, I want to do what's right. I want you to benefit. I want me to benefit. I want all of us to benefit. The only way we can grow and benefit is if we talk to each other and learn.
Alex 3206 donated £2 through a super chat. I wanted to call in, just came from work.
Thank you, Alex. That's very kind of you. We've finished now. We're moving on to our next event in a few moments. But yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, but Dr. Fark, I don't want to disagree with you. I equally don't want to agree with you. I want to listen to what you have to say, and I want to find the best solution. The best solution is the best solution. Okay, so whatever that might be, whatever benefits everyone, that's what I'm looking for. You're not a winner if you do great and stuff everyone. That's not winning. If you're gonna win, you want your customers to win. Because if your customers are bankrupt and broke, and America's the richest country in the world and everyone else is broke, America's broke because no one's got any money to buy here. So we all want to win. So I don't come to the party with a preconceived idea and I just want to hate or want to disagree or want to fight or want to shout at people like that reporter earlier, that woman earlier who just shouted at that reporter who just offensive and rude. I want to have a conversation. So I learn. That's why I asked you to call in. Staying here as I can handle the truth. Great. Healthy debate is deeply important. The truth is what it's all about. Keep going, Martyn. Thank you, Simon Meadows. They are going to subscribe again with their family and friends. They'll be back strong. Yeah, it happens every time. Every single time. People protest, I'm unsubscribing. And then when you show them something they want, like XRP going up, I can't believe how quickly the S&P is going up now, by the way. Don't chase it, buy on the dip, okay? My portfolio is actually, I'm only showing you that because this line is out. It needs to be recalibrated. Okay, this happens on Robinhood. You may have seen it before. You are brutally honest. FOMO Baggins. I like it. You don't need those subscribers anyway. Let them unsubscribe. That's absolutely true. Yeah. Actually don't benefit from anyone subscribing other than reaching targets. What's important is people watch. We learn and we gain things from watching. Subscribing to me doesn't mean anything, really. But don't unsubscribe. I'm trying to get to 100,000, right? Did you just say I will get rich by buying Binky Bonk? There you go, William. Off you go, mate. Fill your boots. Sorry, usually cannot call in as I'm work during those show events, but I appreciate what you do for us. No worries, Martyn. I appreciate you and I appreciate the family. Human beings aren't supposed to be comfortable all the time. Take the rough with the smooth. Yeah, Binky Bonk is it. Mainly to sell my shares in Nikola first. Just joking. Yeah, 100% rigor. Simon, absolutely, Martyn. Appreciate it. LOL, Tesla rallying again. Oh my God, S&P flying. My position's doing great now. It's amazing. Yep, there you go. Right, folks, big event coming up right now. Has everyone tapped the like button? If you have, thank you very much indeed. If you consider subscribing, that would be wonderful. If not, that's wonderful too. I don't mind. Right, we've got a big event for you now. I'm expecting Vlad Tenev, the CEO of Robinhood, and his team to be watching this. A live demo of Robinhood strategies. Changing the world. Robinhood have now got a bank. It's amazing. Here is the link. It's going to be a very, very busy event, I hope. It certainly will be afterwards with Vlad watching, so that's what I'm hoping to happen anyway. There is the link to the event. It's also pinned to the top. This is the event. Your portfolio handled by the pros. This goes live in 19 minutes. On my channel, I'm going to demonstrate to you in real time, for the first in the world, of the Robinhood strategies with Vlad Tenev and team expecting to be watching. So very, very exciting, okay? Here is my managed portfolio from Robinhood. There's money on the way, just setting it up. I'm going to show you how it works. We're going to debate it, discuss it. Is it a good idea? And all the rest of it coming up in a few minutes' time. It's very, very exciting stuff, right? Let me come back to the main account. There you go. So we're going to end the stream now, and I'm going to send you all there automatically. I'm just going to make sure that it's all done. Hopefully it is. Yep, it's set. The event will end and take you there. So when you get there, I'd like, if you support the channel and you want to be part of it and all the rest of it, underneath the video, when it goes live, tap the like and click the share button. I'm hoping that this is going to do very well today. And as I say, I'm hoping that Vlad and the team are watching. So when you come in, please click like and share. This goes live in 18 minutes. Now, I've got to go and prepare for it. So I'm going to get ready right now, end this live stream. We are actually green today. We're very green. The calibration line of Robinhood is out. Has anybody else ever experienced that? I look at my portfolio and go, I'm not down. I should be up. And I actually am up. But that's just the way it works. Now, don't forget the S&P 500. It's ex-dividend date today. So you'll be getting notified very soon about your dividend payout. I'll be getting $1,100 just about as predicted. And I'll be getting that to go and cover my margin payments, which is very exciting. So there we go. Right, now join me for this special event. Last couple of comments. Great, even Robinhood. Great event, Robinhood, last night. The money delivery service is wild. Yes, indeed. Wow. The market is turning around now. Cornell. Mine's out now. Yours is out. There you go. Yeah, the calibration is sometimes out. I'm actually up. I'm not. All it is that line is out of calibration. It's not that balance is correct. And the chart is correct, but the line it sits on is out. I should be up a few $100. And tonight, when the bell goes, it will just refresh and it will just go boop. And you've not lost money. It's just a calibration. Mine's out now. Yes, indeed, says Dennis Keith. Thank you. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you for tuning in today. It was wild. I hope we learned something. I hope we got something out of it. I hope everyone had a chance to express themselves. Shame no one called in, but there you go. No, don't go. I'm not going. I'm switching to the next event. This is a huge event. The CEO of Robinhood, I'm hoping, is going to watch this with his team. I'm doing the first world live demo of Robinhood strategies and discussing whether it's a good idea or not and how much it costs. I'm going to explain it all to you. This event here. So as I end this stream, it will take you automatically to this event. You can click on the link in the chat, click on the link on pinned to the top, wait and it will do it for you. Or you can look on the homepage of the channel and you can see it that way as well. This is the homepage of the channel. You can see what's live right now. And there is the upcoming live stream. All right, big event. And hopefully if Vlad Tenif calls in, we can have him on the show and you could speak to him. So I'm hoping the team are going to be watching. All right, so there you go. Fantastic. I will see you back in 15 minutes time for this special event. Please do join me. It's only in 15 minutes. It could be the biggest event we've ever done, or it could be the biggest flop. I don't know. I don't really rank for Robinhood, but I do know how to get in touch with the right people that do. All right, join me, don't join me, it's entirely up to you. I'll be here, I'll be live, answering all your questions about what I believe is the best brokerage service in the world. And I'm very, very excited about it. See you back in a couple of minutes. Don't go away. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.